Wait, did you know that 90% of your serotonin, your happiness hormone, is made in your gut, not your brain? Mind-blowing, right? Right now, you're hosting trillions of tiny creatures in your belly. And honestly, they're running the show. Your mood, your immunity, even your cravings. It's all connected to these microscopic roommates called your gut microbiome. But here's the problem. Most of us are feeding the wrong bacteria, and that's why you feel bloated, tired, or just meh. Today, I'm breaking down the 5 foods your gut is literally screaming for. These aren't expensive superfoods. They're simple, everyday ingredients that can transform your health from the inside out. Let's dive in. First up, yogurt. But hold on. Here's the plot twist. 70% of yogurts in supermarkets are actually destroying your microbiome. Yep, those colorful fruit yogurts that taste like dessert, they're loaded with sugar, artificial flavors, and barely any live cultures. You're basically feeding the bad bacteria a feast. What you want is the real deal, plain yogurt with live and active cultures. Look for fancy names like lactobacillus and bifidobacterium on the label. These are the reinforcements your gut army needs. Think of it this way. Probiotics are living bacteria that march into your digestive system, crowd out the villains, and keep everything balanced. A study in Nature Journal found that people who eat probiotic-rich foods have significantly more diverse gut bacteria, and that's the holy grail of gut health. Pro tip, go for plain Greek yogurt and add your own berries. Your microbiome will throw a party, and your energy levels will thank you. Number 2, fermented vegetables like kimchi and sauerkraut. I know what you're thinking. That sounds intimidating. But here's why cultures around the world are obsessed with fermented foods. South Korea, Japan, and Germany, the top countries consuming fermented foods, also have some of the best immune systems globally. Coincidence? I don't think so. Fermentation creates an explosion of beneficial bacteria, way more variety than any supplement can give you. We're talking dozens of different probiotic strains working together like a dream team. And no, you don't need to eat a whole jar. Start small. A forkful of sauerkraut on your sandwich. A spoonful of kimchi with rice. Even that little bit introduces massive bacterial diversity into your gut. Fun fact, fermented foods have been around for thousands of years. Our ancestors knew something we're just rediscovering. All right, pop quiz. Which banana is better for your gut? The green one or the spotty yellow one? If you said green, you're absolutely right. Here's why. Slightly green bananas contain something magical called resistant starch. This stuff resists digestion in your small intestine and travels all the way to your colon, where it becomes an all-you-can-eat buffet for your good bacteria. This is called a prebiotic, basically food for your probiotics. Probiotics are the soldiers. Prebiotics are the fuel that keeps them fighting. But here's the twist. As bananas ripen and get those brown spots, they lose that resistant starch and turn into regular sugar. Still healthy. But you're feeding yourself, not your microbiome. So grab those firmer, slightly green bananas if you want maximum gut benefits. Cheap, portable, no recipe needed. Easy win. Number 4 might give you dragon breath, but your gut bacteria will absolutely love you for it. Garlic and onions. These pungent powerhouses are loaded with inulin, a prebiotic fiber that acts like fertilizer for your microbiome garden. Your beneficial bacteria feast on this stuff and multiply like crazy. But here's what's even cooler. When your gut bacteria break down inulin, they produce something called butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid that reduces inflammation and protects your gut lining from leaky gut syndrome. Translation? Garlic and onions are literally healing your digestive system from the inside. And the best part? They're already in everything. Stir-fries, pasta sauces, soups, salads. Just cook with them regularly and you're golden. Sensitive stomach? cook them instead of eating raw. Heat breaks down the harsh compounds, but you still get those prebiotic benefits. Last, but definitely not least, whole grains. Oats, brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat bread, the real stuff with actual fiber. Here's a shocking statistic. Only 5% of Americans eat enough fiber daily. And studies have directly linked low fiber intake to depression, weight gain, and weakened immunity. Your gut bacteria need fiber to survive. Without it, they literally starve. But when you feed them whole grains, they produce those short-chain fatty acids we talked about, the compounds that reduce inflammation, strengthen your gut barrier, and even boost your mood. The switch is easy. Oatmeal for breakfast, quinoa salad for lunch, brown rice with dinner. Simple swaps, massive impact. Just remember, refined grains like white bread and white rice have had their fiber and nutrients stripped away. Your gut bacteria can't do much with empty calories. Always choose whole when you can. So there you have it, the 5 foods your gut is desperately craving. Yogurt with live cultures, fermented veggies, slightly green bananas, garlic and onions, and whole grains. None of these are weird or expensive. They're just real whole foods that feed the trillion microscopic helpers working 24/7 to keep you healthy, happy, and energized. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Pick 1 or 2 of these foods this week. Maybe add sauerkraut to your lunch or switch to whole grain bread. Small changes create compound effects. A happy gut means better digestion, stronger immunity, clearer skin, more energy, and yes, even better moods. It's all connected. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and drop a comment. Which food are you trying first? Oh, and by the way, next time I'm revealing the top 5 foods destroying your gut, and number 3 is something you probably eat every morning. You won't want to miss it. See you in the next one.